Like, you just started working here. Julie been working here. She pregnant. She don't get no overtime. nigga was locked in watching the Boondocks there. Let me move on to this shit.
Nah, I definitely was, son. Okay.
I feel that.
Hold up. 25 minutos.
All right. How you sound? You sound good, brother?
I sound good.
You hear yourself?
I can.
You good to go?
I'm good to go.
I bet I'm good to go.
Timer.
All right, bet. Well, damn. Man, okay. All right. So I'm 4 times the genius, man. You know, I got my brother here with me.
Penthouse Nero, man. De Niro Gant. How y'all doing?
Man, I think they doing good. Shit, I don't even know how to start this off, bro. But,
man, we are Talk of the Town. We
yeah.
are a new podcast,
Damn.
and it's been a long time coming. Me and Fo are brothers when it comes to this artistic thing. Just a hell of a story, one crazy background, and you know he has a podcast background, some experience with it, and actually the first podcast that I did was his 4 Laws, which was back in 23.
that was 23.
Yeah,
Bro, I done lost all
2023.
concept of time. I ain't even gonna hold you.
Yeah, no, that was 2023. I was on your podcast.
Okay.
I've only did 2 podcasts. I did yours, and I did Wichita Promo with EKM. Shout out EKM. And, bro, like, nobody wanted to have me on a podcast, so I started my own.
You started a podcast, bro. Come on, bro. That's how we do it, bro. And it's crazy because I don't think I've done a podcast since that last one. I don't think that I've recorded and released
I don't
one.
think you have. I feel
No.
like I would have heard about that.
Yeah,
I would have known if the kitchen was back open.
I've definitely done a few, you know, since I done grabbed these mics or whatever. But you know, just some see what's going on, and you know,
This
get
was
back
definitely a
into the
long
rhythm.
time coming, though. This
Yeah.
was definitely a long time coming. Just the way that we clicked up, the way that we linked, you know what I'm saying? Everything that we've been through, I feel like we could have been here a year or 2 sooner, but I think everything happens the way it's supposed to, because now I can move around the way I need to move around, and I feel like you're hitting like a stride right now, damn near like prime. Like you're just like kind of like opening up this magical, mystical bag of, you know what I'm saying, like artistic, you know, expression, and it's like, and it's motivation, you know what I'm saying, it's just constant motivation. It's like we've always kind of bounced ideas and energized each other when it comes to that, but like nah, you like too lit. We had a session a week ago, from 11 o'clock to 6 something in the morning. I fell asleep during the session. He did not. I fell asleep. I was on the couch. You know what I'm saying? There's some video, maybe of allegedly of this session, so you might see why I was asleep. But either way, it was a beautiful creativity. Like, cause I've been cooking up at home for so long.
Yeah.
So like, it's good to be back in a different environment. But okay, so this is the Talk of the Town podcast.
You realize, hold on. You just realized, like, yo, hold on. We still got an intro this month.
Yeah. Well, cause you know, hey, listen, welcome
Mid-sentence.
to the first one, man. This is me and Fo, and this is what we do, man. We just vibe, and it's always fun. So so let's get into it, man. We are Talk of the Town, man. We just talk on things of Wichita, man, things that's going on locally, some of the businesses, some of the artists, some of these movie directors, these producers, some of these businesses that you have no idea exist. What is like their story? How did they get here? You know what I'm saying? Let's dive into it. Let's bring some of these businesses to light so you can then go and visit some of these local businesses and not always have to rely on these big franchises.
Shop local, baby.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Let's keep that dollar, you know, a Kansas dollar one way or another. And maybe through this podcast, we'll be able to make a difference in our city and some change. We were just kind of talking about some things with
Honestly,
that.
I think that we've already done that. And like,
How
you know,
so?
like in our own little way, you know, like in our own
Break
little way.
that down.
So I was driving around the other day. I had the kids with me. I was actually dropping them off to a day camp. So I'm driving around and my kids are in the back seat and they're like, "Ooh, Dad, look at that house. I think that we should go pick up Shane and go do another cleanup."
Okay.
So it's like, it's like not only are we slowly but surely beautifying our neighborhoods, we're getting our kids involved and we're getting our youth involved and letting them know that it's okay to do such things as
and
well.
that's amazing. That's amazing.
We planned for the backpack drive.
Yeah.
Didn't, on my end, I had poor execution on that. Well, you actually already had some stuff locked in.
Well, I think I do get over rambunctious sometimes or overzealous, and I move a little bit fast. And I think maybe we should have set back and planned it a little bit better. And
we should, but I think that's the perfect balance, though. And I think that's where that spurt of creativity really came from. It's like, yo, Brody done dropped how many projects in how much time? All right, bro, you slipping. Hold on. Bow. Drop.
So for anybody who does not know, let's just because he said how the kids said, let's pick up Shane. My government name is no. We absolutely listen, brother. I hide nothing. Like, I am who I am. My government name is Deshane Gant. I go by De Niro, so that's why I introduce myself as De Niro Gant. But when you hear him say like how many projects, I am known as Penthouse Nero, and I am one of the best local rappers. I am one of the best rappers, period. I'm in like this mode right now where I've been just writing and putting down some of the dopest ish, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, when he talks about the projects, that's that. Now, this man right here is a creative genius, a producer friend of mine, a rapper friend of mine, just a creative spark. So, we just got these moments where we're going to probably like dive off and talk into some music stuff. Don't mind us. If you like that, then you will fly on the wall, you know what I'm saying? But if not, hey, just bear with us and we'll get this podcast thing rolling one way or another.
All right, so let's get it rolling then. So, all right, so we figured that we would break it off into segments, right?
Yes, sir.
So we kind of, that was a great intro. It's not the intro to who we are yet.
No,
but we're about to let them know a little bit about who we are, about what we got on repeat. So
yes.
This is something that we're going to start doing as well. Something called On Repeat, and it's just a breakdown of what you've been listening to for the past few days. What has been like really locked into your fucking Apple Music, Tidal, Spotify,
what's stuck
whatever it is.
What's stuck in your head? What when you get in the car? What are you playing? What are you in the grocery store singing? What got people laughing at you? You want to go first?
I'm going to go second.
You want to go second?
I'm going to go second.
I'm not going to hold you.
Because I already know what yours is.
You know what mine is?
I already know it.
Mine is Janice, shut the fuck up. And I ain't going to lie. Listen. Pull up Maybach, beep, beep, baby. You know my shit came with the Yeezys, baby. I swear my label gotta free me, baby. Drake is back.
This is sad. Okay, I ain't even gonna hold you. This is bad.
What? What's up? Let's talk about it.
Cause something that's been stuck in my head, similar. Very, very similar. Your baby mama ain't even post a single.
Where she at? Where she at?
That's been stuck in my head. Honestly, I think I was playing that when y'all had pulled up.
Yeah, you definitely was.
Like, my algorithm already know what's going on because I was listening to a Joe Budden episode and accidentally clicked next or something, and the video that you had just dropped, that had, it came up or whatever. Okay. So I was like, perfect. Brody on the way, the slap playing or whatever. We shot the video in here, so it's
absolutely.
Cool. I bet. Y'all had took a little bit longer than expected. That joint came on. Bro, that was the second time I had listened to it when y'all had pulled up. Joint was literally on repeat. So
where's she
that's what's been stuck in my head.
Where's she at? You getting bodied by singing.
All right, we ain't gonna dive into it, but who did you have in the beef?
I'm not gonna hold you, homie. I had Drake, okay. And there's reasons why. And honestly, my main reason is because these are my two main reasons. One, overall, I feel like, yes, Kendrick's the better lyricist, but Drake is the overall better artist for me. because he is so. Drake has a lot of songs that I do not like on his albums. But he has so much material that you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, nah, man, I gotta go to this album for this song. Like, I know what songs I want to hear from what album, and I need to hear it. You know what I'm saying? But
see, I'm a Drake fan as well, but I'm so much of a Kendrick fan, and like you already know, like the last few years, I haven't necessarily despised Drake, but I haven't looked at Drake as the GOAT that he once was to me. So it's like, as you're saying that or whatnot, I'm just sitting back like, yeah, but you know, just like everything has a but to it.
And I feel like, you know, and I'm not into like internet facts or just like swayed by like public opinion. But one thing I did see was I think it was Diverse Mentality put up a post about how ever since the beef, like, you know, rap just slowly fell out of like Billboard slots and stuff like that. And we know like some of these things is rigged with bots and stuff like that. But look, the man dropped Iceman. Let's not even count just the 2 other projects that came with it. But
here goes the butts again.
He dropped Iceman, and look what he's doing for the charts. Where's she at?
All right, so
where's she at?
I said we're not about to do this.
Baby mama ain't even dropped a single.
I said we're not about to do this, bro.
Your baby mama ain't even post a single.
And so the thing about it is
it the braids?
It must be. It must be, because if you notice, when he was going through the lawsuits and the courts and everything like that, you know, he chopped the braids off, he grew them back for the album, but that's neither here nor there. Long story short, Drake is on repeat right now.
For both.
Shout out to a classic, you know, another great album. I don't want to say classic because
let's not say classic, but it definitely has its momentum right now. It's having its cultural impact. He's kicking off the summer. In my household, there was a little joke.
You see my eye rolls over here?
Yeah, it's okay. In my household,
watch the party die. So we not.
In my household, there was a little joke. And I told my wife, I'm like, you know, it's official, light skin summer is here. You know what I'm saying? They had hot girl summer a couple years ago. We having light skin summer. Light skin summer does not mean you have to be light skinned, but it just means that you do have light skin qualities, meaning sometimes you might act a little stuck up or a little bougie and you might make corny little joke references, but it's okay because you get
but at least you can acknowledge it.
Like, where she at?
All right.
Where she at?
More light skin shit, more light skin behavior. But all right, so let's reel it back a little bit. You know, I feel like we gave a brief introduction of who we are, but we didn't really dive too deep in, you know. So let's just give a very, you know, surface layer, you know, when you started rapping, what all do you do? How did you start doing it? You know?
All right, for sure. My name, Deshane Gant, born Bridgeport, Connecticut. At the very, very young age, I was exposed to Motown music, and then I was exposed to rap. My first introductions to rap was Criss Cross and Scarface, and ever since then, I just been just a music junkie. I live and I breathe it. My mom taught me how to write my name, and ever since then, I've been writing raps. So I've been writing raps since like kindergarten. And I used to have like thick notebook stacks of it. I always knew I was gonna be a rapper. Always wanted to be a rapper. Fast forward, like at the age of 14, I started recording with a local group called Full Blown Click. Then I started recording with my cousin Big Cliff, rest in peace. We started doing the Money by Any Means mixtapes. Me, him, So Unique. We formed a label in a group called S Corp. And we was having a nice run. We was popping. I was told that we was the G unit of the city in that time. But
I could definitely see that.
Yeah,
definitely see that.
So that's like just always been my music thing. Back then I was D Rhymer. So if anybody knows about S Corp or they know about D Rhymer and they haven't made the connection, Penthouse Nero, that's who I was D Rhymer. And I went to prison for 12 years and put all that music stuff on hold. It stopped a lot of things. I came home in 2023. I came home early. I dived straight into the music. And ever since then, bro, I've just been doing my thing. As of lately, I've been kicking up a lot of noise. I've been doing my thing, having a lot of momentum.
Understatement.
Understatement. I've been kicking up some dust lately. I actually got recognized, which was dope. For the first time, I got recognized out in the store the other day as being Penthouse Nero, which I've been recognized as Penthouse Nero, but from other rappers, so it don't count. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like shout out to Maj True. Shout out, yo, free him, you know what I'm saying? But I was going
Maj locked up?
Yeah. Maj is locked up. But he should be home soon. They didn't give him that much time, but yeah, it was
He's
a
one
loss.
of those guys, like, I know of him, I don't know him, I know of him.
Yeah, I met him like a lot of artists. I met him doing like the Humble Greatness Showcase and things like that.
Yeah.
And
you've been really locked in these past few years, and that's why I'm saying it's an understatement.
Yeah,
your name is ringing a lot of bells throughout the
man. Shout out Wichita Promo, man. They did a post, and it tugged my heart, man. Just I had recently, like literally had just dropped like a freestyle, top 5 freestyle, whatever, and I was gearing up for the Black Tape, and I seen the post that they did, and they was like, you know, like, am I Wichita's like most underrated rapper? And yeah, I mean, I think I am, and I mean,
okay.
Honestly, if you want to know the truth, in my opinion, let me check this. So we Oh no, but we running our audio too, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, all right.
So the audio good.
Yeah. So but in my humble opinion, there's no doubt somebody that's probably lyrically better. Like, you know what I'm saying? But that don't mean that like, bro, like, I can't make you step your game up type shit. Like, I work well with others, you know what I'm saying? And I'm a creative person. Like, you know my repertoire. You know, you know all my unreleased tracks. So you know, like, the wide range of things that I'm sitting on. So, just, I feel like I am underrated just with the fact that, like I was speaking to an artist today, and they told me, it was like the Black Tape is their first introduction of me. And like you said, how many projects have I got out? I got 2 EPs, 2 full-length projects, and 2 mixtapes before the Black Tape.
The Black Tape is a good introduction.
The Black Tape is a good introduction. It's perfect because it's the start of a new phase.
It's like that part, and it's like you already great, right? But you keep getting better every single time.
Yeah.
So you know, so it's like when they go back and they start hearing other things like Top Floor Chronicles or whatever the case may be, Free Smoke or whatever, and be like, oh nah, he been hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, nah.
It's tough.
Yeah, so, and I definitely sent them, I think I sent them the immediate release mixtape link just to kind of show them, like, yeah, bro, like, because that's how I feel like it's a nice culmination of, like, where we at right now and everything from the past. And like I told you previously, that will be, like, the last time that you'll hear, like, those mix of records, like, together, like, starting with this Black Tape, everything is, like, you know, just moving forward and whatnot. So, outside of music, though, I'm an entrepreneur. First, outside of music, I'm a father and a husband. You know what I'm saying? So I'm a family man. Family comes first. I have a beautiful wife, Tiff. I have a beautiful family, man. I got another one on the way coming too. So I got one. Congrats. Yeah, I got another one coming this year.
See, now I'm getting excited because now we can talk because I'm a family man.
Yeah. No, we both family men. Like, you know, we really two of the same person, just walked different paths. But you know what I'm saying?
You got a line where you say that, dog. I love that line, man. Yeah, that's the absolute fact.
It's the truth.
And you know what made me know, like, okay, now, like, I can really lock in with bro. Yeah, man. But so our conversation, you know, our first conversation was our first conversation. Then we got locked in on the music or whatever. Okay, he make music, I make music. All right, well, what do you do? How you do it or whatever the case? Cool. Bro, we was out on a job one night and I had my headphones in and I'm just kind of locked in and I was singing, was it Down and Out?
Yeah,
It was one of the Cameron and Kanye joints.
It is Down and Out.
I feel like it was Down and Out.
It was Down and Out.
And I wasn't playing it out loud. I was just rapping it. And when I looked over and he was rapping it with me, I was like, okay, this is my nigga. I fucks with this nigga for real. You know, but yeah, man. So that's how we had like really locked in or whatnot, you know, just off the music shit and off the real life shit, off the, you know, like off the, like you say, man, the same, you know, same person, different paths.
Absolutely.
Different paths.
You know what I'm saying? Absolutely. And just kind of like realizing what the shadow effect of what the other side could have been for either one of us. You know what I'm saying? Like how close of that line that, you know, it could have been.
That's a bar.
Yeah, you know, because, I mean, honestly, if you look at it and look at the things that you've been exposed to in life as well, like, you know, you easily could have been on the other side, and you know what I'm saying, I could have been on the other side of hell. We could have been on the same side, but either way, we both family men. We both family men now, you know what I'm saying, and entrepreneurs, you know what I'm saying. I just recently started a company called Umbrella Creative Studios.
Round of applause.
A round of applause. This company is launched to help local artists, local businesses, local content creators, people who want to become creators or influencers, is to help them get started. So we are your starter kit. We're your intro into the game. You know, before you start going to mess with the big budget people who, you know what I'm saying, they're going to want that bag. We're the ones that get you right on your budget. So that's like my baby that I just started. I'm excited to be able to work with just so many great artists, so many local businesses, and just kind of help them. One thing that I'm super excited about, I'm not going to go into too much detail, but I'm actually just locked in a book. So I get to work on illustrations on a children's book. And it's about to be super dope, man.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we already started that. And also... bro, I got a lot of businesses underneath my hat, but we're gonna focus on that one, and we're gonna focus on my t-shirts. You know, we got most wanted shirts where you can go buy some pretty dope designs. We'll make sure the link, you know, starts getting around with that. I did a soft launch of the site, and it was cool, but I definitely know what I want to do different, so we're gonna redo that one. But be on the lookout for that. And then, yeah, man, you know, I'm down with Wichitology.
Hey.
You know what I'm saying, 100%. So, like you said, the neighborhood cleanups, we're all about the community, all about working with the youth and just trying to give back to, for me, it's about giving back to the areas and the streets that I've taken away from. You know, a lot of these streets I've hung out on, you know, on the corners with maybe people who didn't have the best intentions, and we wasn't doing the best things. Sometimes we wasn't necessarily harming nobody by doing nothing wrong, but just, you know, not being the best examples for other people's children. But so for me, it's about giving back. You know, my music definitely has that raw urban sound to it, you know, that effect, because I'm giving my story.
Yeah.
But at the same time,
I like the way you worded it.
Yeah, but there's a message.
It's gangster music.
It's gangster music. It's gangster music. It's gangster music. You know what I'm saying? I'm a gangster rapper.
I'm proud of it.
Yeah, I'm a gangster rapper. But so that's Pit House Nero, man. I'm a father. I'm a great artist. That's rapper, producer, and writer. I'm a family man, and yeah, I come from the Gants. So if you know about Coach Gant, or you know my brothers played ball, Kyron and Travis Gant. My sister, she played ball too. She actually just shot a short film, and it's so dope, bro.
And you wasn't playing no ball.
No, I wasn't playing no ball. I was a counter jumper, front dope kicker. It's my past life. Front dope kicker. Give me the loot. Give me the loot. I'm a bird.
This is my nigga. This nigga stupid. All right. Nah, man, that was a good intro to, you know, to who you are. Anything else that you wanted to add?
No, let's get into this Jai Robinson.
All right, so like my brother just pointed out, my name is Jai Robinson. I go by 4 times the Genius, whole lot of Forerunner, whole lot of Wichitology, whole lot of Capture as well. You know, so
shout out.
You know, it's a long story, but long story short, man, I was born in Wichita, Kansas. At the age of 11, I moved up to DC, Virginia specifically. Moved to Maryland a little bit after that. Kind of bounced around in the DMV area. When I was 16, I moved to Atlanta and just kind of been back and forth. 21, moved to Jersey.
Yeah, you've been around.
Yeah. Moved around a lot. Came back to Kansas in between those times, a few times here and there or whatnot. But yeah, so that's to explain my moving. Now let's explain the music a little bit. I have bad ears. I have really bad hearing, and my mother told me that it comes from my father always playing loud music around me, and he was in bands and groups and stuff like that. He sung, my dad is a singer. He's a very talented singer as well.
You know what? That's crazy, bro.
What's up?
So we both inherited the music gene from our pops, and my pops as well. Even though he's a basketball coach and all that, he too can sing.
Yeah. My pop, he wasn't a basketball coach. I think that he was the counter jumper, front door kicker, but he won't confess it to me, though.
He's not going to. See, he come from that era where it's not your business.
Yeah, for sure. But so, he's a singer or whatnot, introduced me to music at an early age, but my dad is completely against rap. Always was, always will be. Ironically, the only thing that he'll listen to is outside of, his son. Ice Cube and 50 Cent.
50 Cent. Shout out
the only
50
rappers
Cent.
that he'll listen to. But yeah, so I grew up in the church, so grew up listening to church music. There's still currently a lot of Fred Hammond in my playlist. That was actually on repeat way more than Drake ever was, honestly. But yeah, so a lot of gospel influence. I knew I wanted to be in the music industry at an early age. I was inspired by Dr. Dre very early. Man. I don't understand why or where it came from, because like in the 4th grade, I don't think that I understood he's the producer of the music. He's he's the engineer. He's the soul behind it. I don't think that I understood that about him and Timbaland and JD,
I did, but I
Master
didn't.
P. But those were my influences at that time. I didn't listen to a lot of them, but I would see them on TV and it's like, so it's like I'm listening to Kirk Franklin, watching Master P on TV, wanting to be like that. And, so, yeah, so the first bars I ever wrote was gospel.
Which is to say, man,
first bars I ever wrote was gospel.
That's dope in itself, because it's like I said, just that.
Shout out my brother Strip. He remembers this. It was the worst trash ever. It was the worst trash ever. But, but that was a pivotal time, though, because that was like my introduction, because I'm one of 3. I have 2 sisters. I'm a middle child, the only boy in the house, all of that. So, that might explain a lot about me,
Yeah, no doubt.
But so when we made that move, I moved with my cousin. And I've always been very close to all of my cousins. But it was something about whenever me and this cousin linked up, it was something entrepreneurial. It was something, let's build this and let's sell it.
It was that.
It's always been that. So we started writing music. We created a magazine, Insight. It was called Insight. We started a record label called Problem Child. Learned how to make beats. Shout out to a GarageBand, bro. Like learn how to make. I learned how to put loops together in about the 7th grade. Just off of a GarageBand, and then after that I downloaded FL or whatnot, and just like kept going, but at the same time it was kind of here and there, like I was never really consistent with it. But so started learning how to make music in the 7th grade, went full-blown rap mode in about the 11th grade, and really locked in and said, this is what I want to do, this is what I'm going to do. Started looking at different people and different studios to go and, work at. And shout out to Charlie CEO. I don't know if you know who that is, but he's the guy who managed 2 Chainz in his second run. Like in that switch from fucking Titty Boy to 2 Chainz, the whole Cocaine Cowboy.
I was about to say, give him some of the accolades, because I know about some of the people that you worked with.
So this guy, though, I didn't even work with him. It was just somebody that I was watching from the,
From
he
far.
was Soulja Boy's cameraman at the time.
Okay.
He was Soulja Boy's cameraman, and I'm thinking I want to link up with him. So I got my driver's license, because I lived on the outskirts of Atlanta. He was heavily working in Atlanta. So it's like I'm living on the outskirts. I need a car. I need to be able to move around or whatever. I got my license. I got my car. As soon as I can move around, we moved back to Wichita. It's like ain't no music scene, like in Wichita. So I came here. I went to Pratt, dropped out of Pratt. And I discovered there's a music scene in Wichita. Hold on, and this was...
What year was that?
This was 2009, 2010 time frame.
That's crazy. So we technically just missed each other.
We was probably like crossing paths type shit.
We was getting close.
Yeah. Cause at that time, like Smooth was killing shit. He had that what was that song called? I can't think of what that joint was, but that was what was going on, like out here around that time. And so that's when I really like dove into like, engineering and recording myself and everything. Now I've always done all of that, but there's a really good backstory with that too. But, to keep it simple or whatever, around 2010 or whatever, I started, I really went out and I bought the laptop, I bought the microphone and everything. And I bought Reason. No, shout out Tim. Man, R.I.P. Tim. He cracked Reason for me and he put it on my laptop, and that's when I really dove in. And right after he did all of that, this is like 2011, I move up to Philly, or I move up to Jersey, and in typical job mode or whatever, I need to find a space to lock in at. So I found a space to lock in at Milk Boy Studios. Major shout out to them. It was owned by a guy named Larry Gold. Larry Gold is a string organizer. He's a violinist, but he's, has his orchestra or whatnot. He did the strings for Flashing Lights by Kanye.
Ooh.
So I was able to hear those raw files, those session files, and hear everything. It's like a 15-minute long session with just beautiful string sections. And he took like 10 or 15 seconds of a few clips. Bro, there's so many gems in that, bro. Oh my God, there's so many gems. But, so that's who I was learning under. Big shout out to those guys up there. Through that, I met Jasmine Sullivan. I ran around and tried to do sessions for Patti LaBelle. And I say I tried to do a session for her because I wasn't able to work in the session because I spent my Kansas ass. I spent that whole time trying to drive around Philly to find her flowers for her session and shit.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I didn't really understand too much of Philly at that time. A lot of one-way streets. But, yeah, man, made a lot of moves up there. Then ended up meeting my beautiful wife and moving to Atlanta and made a lot of moves down there. Ended up at a Maybach hub. It was a Maybach Music Group hub. Big shout out to Dina Mardo, everybody who worked in there, everybody who was a part of that situation.
Fire.
Worked a lot with, not even worked a lot with, but had a lot of great conversations with people like Polo the Don. Was able to, and in both of these situations, I was an intern, so I'm doing runs, I'm cleaning up the kitchen, I'm cleaning up the bathrooms, all of that stuff.
It's that foot in the door, man.
There was this one day when, and this is around 2015, I'm in Atlanta, and I'm in the kitchen, and I'm washing dishes, and Polo the Don walks into the, and this is normal or whatever, so I head nod, he head nod back or whatever. And he's got somebody on speakerphone, and he's just talking or whatever, and then the guy on speakerphone starts talking back. It's Wayne. So I'm overhearing Polo kind of talk Wayne through the whole Birdman Cash Money situation. This was probably right after Sorry for the Wait Too, which was probably one of my favorite Wayne tapes. But so it was right after that whole situation. And just, being around in those, in those type of moments, like seeing Quentin Miller and meeting Quentin Miller right before everything happened. And then seeing them again after everything happened. Just, bro, the visible. Oh, my God, bro. It was surreal moments, man. Long Live Bankroll Fresh was like, our studio was around the corner from the studio that he, that whole thing or whatever. Yeah, man, just like, bro, like I got stories for days, but, but this is just a little bit about who I am. And so after all of that, ended up moving back to Wichita. And as soon as I got here, I hit the ground running, man. And, you know, big shout out to my dog, Rello. We had started up a podcast, and in my eyes, in my opinion, we set the city on fire. We set the city on fire. Might go back and do it again. Like, fuck it. You know, who knows, bro? Who knows?
But you never know what the future holds.
Yeah, so, but since then, what? The last time I've been like, I did the podcast with you. Since then,
yep.
I've ran straight to my fears. And I went to school for HVAC. And then I ran to another fear, and I went and got a job at Spirit. And honestly, this is the best that I've ever felt in life, honestly, Brody. I ain't gonna hold you.
Hey, man.
I ain't gonna hold you.
Put you in a position you need to be in.
That part, and then it's something
I applaud you for that too, brother, for the discipline on going to school. You know
I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. And I remember that conversation that we had, bro, because I'm the type of person, like, after I start to do something or whatever, bro, like, I want my dogs to do it with me, you know, and you gave your, you gave your piece on it, and then halfway through it, I was like, bro, I'm done. I can't go no more. I can't go no longer. But, you know, shout out to the school or whatever. I graduated or whatnot. And, you know, I have a good job. I'm a family man. I have a wife and 4 beautiful kids. Beautiful wife. Talented wife. She's lit in her damn self. We're gonna have to have her in here for a conversation type shit. Because when we talk about making change for the city, you know, it's like I'm seeing her doing it. I'm seeing her do it, and I've seen her do it since she's touched down in the city in 2017. So big shout out to her. You know, I'm a continued inspiration for me. But so. Once I locked in and, you know, I put my wife into a good place. I put my kids into a good place. Now it's time to put myself into a good place.
Absolutely.
So, you know, so let me deck out the garage and let me build this studio into the space that I can always be comfortable in and the homies can be comfortable in. And we can just go in and really cook and be who we are and who we want to be, you know. So, so that's what all of this is about, man. It's just about a safe space for us to just really cook and bond and spend time and, you know, man, just build something great. And hopefully it's great enough for us to pass to our kids, you know.
No, absolutely.
Double back and do it twice.
Yep. And, you know, one thing about it, 2 things for sure. Me and you both got the ambition and dedication and determination to make things happen. Man, I think I know that we're at that, like, just that beginning phase of everything taking off. Like, all the groundwork is been laid. Now we're at that phase of, like, I'm literally watching my phone blow up every day with, like, messages and, you know, just DMs. And it's like, hey, what's up? Like, I want to see you with Beat. And it's just like, man, it's like, I'm low key, like, part of me is like, I'm having like a surreal moment, like, oh my God, is this it? This really happening? But also there's a part of me like, God damn, man, about time. Like, y'all just getting hip, you know what I'm saying? Like, y'all should have been doing this back when I dropped Fed Paper, you know what I'm saying? But it takes time.
But it's the consistency too, though. Like,
I had to rebuild. I'm in a different time now. Like, back then it was like literally pull up, hop out, give out a CD, hand out, you know, promo CDs and
those
stuff
was
like
the
that.
Good days.
Those was the good days.
If you never handed out a CD, man, you missed the time.
Man, it was a different experience.
You missed the time.
I remember, you know, we're not gonna. That's a story for a different time. Long story. 22 went through my hand. I had my hand wrapped up in a cast and shit like that. We dropped Money by Any Means Volume 2, me and Cliff. There used to be a Quiznos on South Seneca, and there was a gas station right next to it. And I remember I was at the Quiznos because the girl I was dating at the time worked there. But I seen a dude going into the gas station. And back then, me and Cliff, our sales model was, you know, like mixtapes. Like, people used to sell them for $5. Yeah. So we used to sell our mixtapes $3, 2 for $5. You know what I'm saying? So I remember telling dude, like, hey, look, you know, so I remembering, like, you know, getting dude to get the mixtape. And we had my cousin Kyle, shout out to Kyle, we had his number on the CDs, you know, as our booking contact. And dude called him back like, hey, man, there was some little light-skinned dude with a cast on, gave me the CD. Hey, man, y'all hard as hell, man. Y'all want to get together and smoke a blunt? You know what I'm saying? And it was just like, for me, like those moments was like, hell yeah, like, man, like this is dope. You know, for my cousin Kyle, it was like, man, get off my phone, like with this nonsense. Like you calling to talk about some smoke a blunt with some rappers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But
yeah, bro, like that shit be everything for me.
Yeah.
You know?
I had another moment, bro, in 2010, right before I went to the feds. I was posted out. It was like Adrian's. I feel like it was Adrian's too at one point, and maybe it just became Adrian's. Either way, it was a barbershop right there, right by right by 35. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
it was like right there on 13th or whatever. But I remember like being posted up outside of there, like up to no good. You know what I'm saying? And I seen a dude in the car next to me, kept like looking around, kept looking at me, and you know my mind on whatever. I'm like, shit. I reach underneath the seat and grab pole. You know what I'm saying? And this is, like I said, bro, this is a previous life. Like, my life is so different now. But just back then, because of what, you know, we was caught up in, dude get out his car, though, and he approached, and I can kind of see at some point that there's no malice. And he was like, hey, ain't you D. Rhymer? And I'm like, yeah, and I started laughing, and I showed him the pistol and was kind of like, bro, like, you almost got popped. And his face just kind of changed, but, like, I seen, like, that moment kind of, like, click for him, like, oh, this motherfucker is for real about what he rapping about. And it's like, me and him sat down, though, bro. We spoke together, had a beautiful conversation. I got to download his mixtape, listen to it. We had plans to work with each other. My federal situation ended up happening, and
You know who the guy was or anything?
I cannot remember his name, and I've tried.
We're gonna have to double back.
Yeah,
man.
I've tried to think about it so many times, man. If you mess around and hear this story, man, you know, holla. But I've been working with a lot of great artists like lately, man, and it's just like, you know, like I said, I come from that time era where there wasn't really a strong music scene in Wichita, but there still was a scene. There wasn't a lot of great talent, though. I'm gonna be honest, like a lot of dudes back then weren't the best. But when I came home and started going to these showcases, shout out to Humble Greatness. That was like, that was the second show that I did when I came home, and I met so many dope artists there, and that's where I met Maj. I met EKM. I met what's my man's name? Keontre. You know what I'm saying? I met a lot of dope people at these shows, man, and we just like continue to grow. And I love the local music community that's here now.
Yeah, nah, man, it's a thriving one, and it's a strong one, and it goes through its ups and downs. It goes through its moments or whatnot. But as long as we keep having moments like this, though, you know, it's like I feel like we'll be in a good space now.
You know what I'm also proud to see, like, more of in Wichita?
What's that?
These like black like centered businesses where it's like not only is it like black owned, but it's like it's not even necessarily black, but it's like these like for people of color, like, you know, you see these spiritual stores or you know, like these girls are starting more like there's a spa downtown, and man, this is our first episode. We in here just like shooting a breeze. So like I'll definitely like start having the names of these spots. But like there's a spa downtown that, you know, is black owned. My wife was telling me about it, put me up onto, and she's really like one who puts me up on a lot of these local ones. So maybe we'll start bringing her in to talk about some of these local businesses that she finds on TikTok or whatever.
But she'll probably have the names of them.
Yeah. Hey, thank you for that, Mr. Four Times. Like, I guess that's why you're the genius. But man, it's beautiful to be here, bro. It's beautiful just to be in this position that we're in, and bro, it's beautiful for knowing you. I guess that's the next part. How we linked up.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the next part. So we linked up. Funny story. We was working for a company.
That was like 23.
23. It was 23. I ain't even gonna throw no salt.
Don't throw those.
I'm not. No, because I'm not. Because I'm not gonna lie. Every time me and Shorty hook up, we get bread.
And I talked about her the other day. I ain't gonna hold you. And I talked about her like in high regards. She had.
I give it. I'll say this. I'll say this because I don't bite my tongue, and I stand on what I say, and it's all love. I don't even have no more ill feelings, and. I told the common denominator between me and her that, like, bro, I just got to walk away from the situation. But she knows how to get the bag. She 100% knows how to get the bag. I think she just has to learn what a team is and how to treat the people around her. She's a walking bag, for real. She's a walking bag. Shout out to you. You know who you are.
In multiple facets, bro. She's a walking bag.
She's a walking bag.
From the business to the music, the modeling.
Bro, like, honestly, bro, I really, like, so the last time that me and her linked up, that's the first time, like, me and her dived in. Like, the first time me and her was around each other, we didn't talk about music. It was kind of like a little bit, oh, you do music? Yeah, I do music too, and we left it at that. And this time, it was like, nah, like, play me some of your shit. Like, let me hear it. And it was like, all right, like, I could see, like, where the potential is. Like, I could see where the work needs to be done. And it was like, I wanted to work with her. But
and I did, too.
I also wanted to work with a lot of artists, though, in Wichita. And a lot of y'all, for real, was playing me to the left. And it's funny because now some of y'all are hitting me up and asking me, which I'm down for it. Let's work. I'm going to tell y'all now, though, I'm waiting on a couple things that's in the making right now. And after those...
Don't say it.
After those boxes are checked...
Don't say it.
No, there's a price on these features.
I'm not going to let him do it, y'all. He's capping. I'm not... Okay, some of y'all, yeah.
Some of y'all. Yeah. No, but some of y'all.
I'm not going to let him charge everybody. I'm not going to let him charge
There's some of y'all that... I'm going to tell you the truth. So, like, EKM can always ask me for whatever.
Yeah.
Because I feel like I owe EKM a couple favors, like, for real.
Yeah.
There's some people that I genuinely have relationships with where it's like, bro, if they reach out and it's like, hey, I got a verse for you, it's like, of course I'm going to do it. But there's some of you who are reaching out now, which is cool. I'm with it. But it's like, the way my shit's been going off lately, I'd be a fool not to get some money out of it. And it's
hell yeah.
I want to, like I said, if you hit me right now, you send it, I'm going to do it. You know what I'm saying? If I got the time and I can get, I'm gonna do it when I can get to it. But once these couple little milestones happen, or these couple little next plays happen, I gotta put a price on my time.
So when you had said it to me in the text message the other day, and then there was a song right after, I definitely understood why.
Yeah,
I definitely understood why. But
was that song the song?
Huh?
Was that song the song, or was it something different? Was it?
It was something different.
It was something different. Okay,
and it was a feature.
Okay,
it was a feature joint.
Okay.
Oh, completely, bro. Body bag as always.
Okay.
Body bag as always. But it brought me back to a conversation that I had with somebody else who tells everybody, hey, these motherfuckers cost. And I'd be like, bro, stop doing that. Stop doing that, because now it's like you're going to alienate yourself.
And it's funny because I was just about to say, I don't want to alienate myself, but at the same time, it's like, I'm waiting more so for my break out the city.
Yeah.
Once it starts... Once this, but I don't want to tap on too much, but I already have a lot of work that's done outside the city that I'm waiting on the other person to just say, hey, I'm dropping. I got a couple features locally that when people hear, I know like more local rappers are going to be like, yo, let's work. Like, man, you jumped on dude shit. And I'm ready for that. But my thing is, it's definitely time to take it to the next level. We put a lot of money into this. We put a lot of time into this. I don't want to be that guy where it's like, oh, no, it costs to work with me. But at the same time, it is kind of like, hey, look, if you feel like what I got going on can be beneficial to you, then it's like, okay, cool. Or even hey, if there's a lot of people.
I'm not going to stop them from charging.
There's a lot of people, bro, that I reach out to and I say, hey, let's work. and they got a price tag on it.
Yeah.
And if I feel like it's beneficial, then we can do it. If I don't feel like it's beneficial, then I'm just gonna politely
decline. So I guess
decline.
my question is, what makes it beneficial to you? Because like, all right, so like a hard verse is a hard verse, right?
Yeah.
But I can get a hard verse anywhere.
from a couple different people, right?
But it's like what really matters now is more so engagement.
Exactly.
So it's like, are you bringing engagement with it? Is it coming with traction?
Exactly.
So what happens when your name is next to it on Spotify?
Exactly. And so I got one that I'm gearing up for that I know the other artist is gonna push with me. You know what I'm saying? I know it's a monster. It was a monster on
I
its
ain't
own.
gonna hold you though. I ain't gonna hold you because I had dropped Worth It from the album Loser Still Win. I had dropped that joint or whatever, like, and it got a little bit of traction. It did well. And then I turned around and I dropped the Got Throw remix or whatever, from No Sleep No Pen. Didn't get as much traction on that joint.
Yeah.
We had cooked up a video. No. I was thinking we should do a video to Swerve so that I could see what traction that does next to this nigga. so I will say, yeah, having you on the feature is definitely an asset right now for shit show.
I think it's a good look just because I'm either gonna make you step up your game or your creativity.
Yeah.
And then at the same point,
see, but that would just make us just sparring partners, though.
It's
for real, like, it's like maybe I'm only reaching out to niggas that's like it's going to make me rap anyway,
Yeah.
So it's like
I reach out to ones that I feel like is going to either sound good on a track or like I know like our voices are going to sound good together or the energy is going to be dope together, like me and Fetty Chico, those is like that's
shout out my dog.
Shout out Fetty. Though that's a clash of voices though that just sounds super good. I know me and Jay Boy gonna sound stupid.
I can't
good
wait
on
to
the
send
track.
this to Fetty. And say pull up.
Pull up.
Bro,
Fetty.
Pull up, man.
Pull up.
Come on, bro.
Fetty. Fetty randomly a couple weeks ago was like messaging me. And it's funny because like he'll just like literally like just message me and like send me like an album cover and be like, bro, which one, this one or this one? And I'll be like, this one. I'm like, bro, what you working on? And then it goes silent. And then it hit me like with something like more like cryptic, like along those lines. And I'll be like, bro, what's up? What you working on? And he just goes silent. And it's like, I know when he dropped, it's gonna be like a ground shake.
Man, I remember when I first got introduced to Fetty Chico, excuse me, I had got sent a country song and it was like, tell me what you think. No, all right, so like I got sent a song and it was like, tell me what you think. So like the joint starts in this country or whatever, like it got this man or whatever, he on it singing or whatever, he's singing his soul out, it's like, yo, this shit hard. The whole time I'm waiting for the jump, I'm waiting on the drums to drop. I'm waiting for it to be like, okay, this is a sample, this is a banger, this is a slap. But it was a beautiful country song until the end of it. And I'm like, okay, maybe I missed something. I played it back though, I had called the homie. I was like, bro, I think that y'all sent me the wrong song or something. He's like, nah, nigga, that's Fetty Chico. He's singing country music right now.
That's crazy.
It's like, what, nigga? That's Fetty Chico, bro. Like, oh my God, bro. Ever since then, I've been a fan of this nigga, bro. A fan.
So, dope story.
That nigga's tough.
Me and him got history. Me and his family got history. And literally he reached out to me when I came home and dropped my first project. He had reached out. But before he reached out, when I was still in the joint, I had reached out to my homie Shane, the twin. I reached out to Twin and I had told him like, bro, like, who's some of the dopest, producers in the city, who's some of the dopest artists in the city. He sent me a list and Fetty was one of the artists, but I didn't know who Fetty was. So then when I came home and I dropped This Was All Unexpected, he reached out to me and was like, bro, like, you really home? Like, this is dope, woo woo. And he was like, you don't remember me? Then he told me who he was. And I was like, bro, ain't no way. And I'm like, then he sent me the link to his music. And
Backstory
I heard it.
Crazy.
And yeah, and I heard the link to the music. And I'm like, Yo,
The nigga's dope, bro.
No, and I
He's
instantly
dope.
so the first one I heard was the clicking here.
Okay.
And that's why I say
That-
that
okay,
on
yeah.
the verse that we did together on Deadly Bosses. You know what I'm saying? The
I
clicking
forgot the
here
name of that tape, but,
because
I said I forgot the name of the tape,
yeah,
but I
well,
know which one you're
Fetty
talking about.
got some real dope tracks, and he got a real distinct like voice, and I knew that was gonna be a dope collab. Shout out to Fetty, he came to the studio and Parallel laid that down with me, man.
Hey.
Great.
Yeah, man. Big shout out to bro though. There's a lot of great artists in the city. It's
There's
a lot of great
million
energy in the
well, I
city.
don't know about
It's a lot of
million,
great capture in the city right now. Let me,
Hey,
capture
it's the
means
vibe.
energy. It's just the energy of the city. It's the energy of you. You are a capturer. Where is your capture? Capture your capturer.
Capture,
Capture,
namaste.
So yeah. So
Namaste.
okay, how we looking on time? We're like an hour in. How you feeling, Brody?
I feel blessed. Blessed to be here.
Yeah.
Blessed to be
Ain't
here.
no interviews this time, bro. This
Ain't
your
no interviews.
podcast.
Man, we just here, we chilling. Ain't no interview. We'll be back. Talk of the town. We'll shoot for one a week now. Does that sound?
Bro, 1 a week, 2 a week, 3 a week, 4.
However they come,
Nigga,
bro.
it don't matter.
1
I'm
o'clock,
with
2
whatever,
o'clock, 3 o'clock, rock. 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock. See,
Alright.
this is what I'm talking about where we just kind of go off the rails.
Yeah, so, all right, so like in that actually made me think of something else. What song are you going to play on your way out of here?
Oof. You know,
I feel like he's in his Biggie mode right
it's
now.
hard to say. You never really know till you get there. The other day I had a real pleasant surprise skipping through YouTube music, and a song by Gunplay called Dark Days came on. And I was like, it took me back to like when that came out and they had it on the MP3s and the feds. And it just kind of like, so you just find these little jewels. The other day I was driving, I was out, like driving at night, and Shine, The Commission came on, and that's one of my favorite songs. Like, there's these random jewels, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, ain't no telling. I might play some Penthouse. Like, I was playing Immediate Release earlier because I wanted to hear, like, that intro.
All I've been playing all week for real is No Sleep, No Pen.
No Sleep, No Pen is
That's
dope.
the only thing I played.
We started cook. Man, there's a lot.
It's a big cook up going on, man. I'm probably gonna tap in with some Biggie Smalls Victorious. I said Biggie's name and then it just made me just want to hear Biggie. I actually watched a really good video. I don't know if it was an interview or what, but I watched something really, really interesting about him or whatever. So so I'm gonna just go back in and dive in with the music. I know what it was. It was a podcast. Shout out to Rory and Maul podcast. They interviewed a couple of producers who was like around in that time frame or whatever.
That's dope.
Yeah.
I seen one that what's her name? Angie Martinez did about life after death, and that was really dope. And it broke down like some of the songs from the album, and they just talked to a lot of different people. But that was a real dope thing. My wife got tired of me watching it. I think it was like 10 episodes, but I'm like, it's Biggie. I gotta watch it.
I mean, you gotta watch it.
B.I.G.
All right, man. We about to get up out of here because I gotta go hit this.
Absolutely, man. It's been real. Wichita is all love, man. It's the talk of the town. 4 times
sir.
G is Penthouse Narrow.
Yes, sir.
We are here. We will be back, man. Much more to come, man. Man, it's all love.
Shout out the Umbrella Creative. Hey, shout out
the Umbrella. Shout out Capture.
Shout out
Wichitology.
Shout out Wichitology.
Yes.
Everybody, everything, man.
Yes. Shout out Reputable Republic Records.
I was about to say that, but since you said that, shout out to New Music Tuesdays.
Hey, shout out New Music Tuesdays and all the Coalition DJs. Shaky, what's up, baby?
Yes,
Shaky, how you doing?
What up, Shaky?
Shaky, what's up?
Shaky, your name has been coming up a lot
Shaky,
in
your name's been
different
coming up a
conversations in the past few days. Just with different people, your name is coming up a lot. So big shout out to you and congrats to everything that you got going on.
Shout out to Boss Made, just had his birthday. And then shout out
Boss
to Kilo Capone.
Shout out Kilo Capone.
Kilo Capone been putting on.
Yeah. Nah, for sure. So that he hit the city like a star. Stop talking. I gotta go to the bathroom.
Okay, my bad. Hey,
hold on.
hold on.
Shout out Kilo. He came through running, and it's been his show ever since.
Man, listen,
it has been his show ever since.
He invited me to the video shoot that he just had. And,
the one at Action Approved?
No, the one at Glamour, at Gigi's.
Okay.
Unfortunately, we having like a little bit of a family situation, just like medically and stuff like that. And so we just had some stuff going on, like like in a medical situation, whatever. But I had my son. So originally, like, I'm kind of waiting for details of the video shoot, kind of thinking like, pulling up at a park or whatever. And then when he told me that it was at Gigi's, he's like, and bring your ones. I'm like, ooh. So right now, the way my bank account is set up, and I'm on daddy duty. So it was like, man, but I told him whatever, like, bro, like, I'm definitely supportive of their movement. I love to see the city getting any type of traction and any type of wins, you know what I'm saying? So shout out to Twansack and XV, the original pioneers of having traction in Wichita. And Fo gotta go piss, and he looking at me like, shut up. This is a gene that my daddy gave me. We could talk all day. Shout out Wichita, man. Shout out the Young Brothers. Shout out the Foes. And, man, it's a beautiful time. What a time to be alive.
All that, man. It's the talk of the town. It's the first episode.
PB, baby.
Shut your ass up. Where